morning and welcome to Living Local 15. I'm your host, Jessica Williams, and I'm thrilled that you are joining me today. We have a fun and informative show for you. We are exploring the science world and checking out a popular immersive experience here in Fort Wayne. Science Central is a fun place for kids and adults to get hands-on experience in science education. I'm taking you on the inside. I'll learn about the programs they offer and take a tour. That and more happening now.
Fashion, food, and fun. You're watching Living Local 15 with your host, Jessica Williams.
I am here at Science Central, located in downtown, and this is an interactive hands-on museum for all ages to learn about science and get excited. There's so much to do here, so I'm going to speak with their executive director, and guess what? I'm taking you on a tour. Let's do it. And joining me now is their executive director, Martin Fisher. Hi.
Hi there.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, and Happy New Year to all of you.
Yes, okay, so exciting. So we are here at Science Central, and you all have been around, I can't believe it, for almost 29 years.
I know, isn't that amazing? We opened up in 1995, and there are a lot of people in this community that remember not only when this place first opened, but remember when this place was empty, and even remember when this place was the coal-burning power plant for the city of Fort Wayne, City Light and Power.
Yeah, which is so great, and you can kind of just get so much natural feel of industrial building here.
It is.
And I think that is a nice blend with the whole science aspect. So give us an overview of Science Central in case someone is unaware.
Science Central is the only hands-on interactive science center in this region of the country. You'd have to go 2-3 hours or more in any direction, north, south, east, and west. And by Science Center, I mean all the exhibits can be touched, manipulated, pushing a button, turning a lever, operating something, watching a live science demonstration. And of course, all of our programs are broad sciences, physical sciences, natural sciences, applied sciences. It's a lot of fun.
It is, and I see kids walking around, roaming, and really able to have quite a unique experience, but this is for all ages, right?
It is. One of the fun things about a science center is that it really is for anybody. So it's not uncommon for us to see a group of high school kids here on a Saturday, or 2 college students here on a Thursday afternoon on a date, or come in on a Sunday and there's a group of senior citizens without their grandkids because they want to be able to see the exhibits and the program. So yeah, it really is a place for everybody, any age, any background, any interest. You don't even have to have an interest in science. You will when you leave, of course, but it really is a fun place, an educational place for everybody.
And on that education conversation, what are some of the things that people will really walk away learning after they spent a day here?
Well, kind of thinking in general. First of all, if a person comes in here and they walk out with 1 or 2 facts or figures about science, how a tornado forms or what's an electron, that's great, that's worthwhile. But if they walk out of here going, I see the connection between what was at that exhibit in my life or what I saw in that demonstration and my home, that's even more powerful. But if someone comes here and walks out going, you know, science is kind of fun. I want to read a book or a magazine about science. I want to watch a science show. I want to take a science class. That's the most powerful of all.
Yeah, and you have different stations and really an opportunity to kind of activate the mind. So I see over here you have plants and animals, you have a racetrack and so much more. So kind of give me a rundown of some of the different area sections.
Well, one of the things that we've done here is, while there are some areas that might have themed exhibits clustered together, for the most part, the sciences, it's almost as if they're spread out all around the building. So you may see a cluster of some physics related ones, and then right beside it might be some human health ones, and then maybe there's a single standalone one about electricity. So we've kind of taken the approach of science is science.
Right. So talk to me about some of the programs that you offer or some of the events that you have going on this year.
Sure. Why don't we start with some of the programs? First of all, we have programs for everybody, the general public. They may want to come in and see a demonstration about electricity, or go to our Science on a Sphere theater to see the Earth from out in space. Or maybe a school group wants to come here and see a demonstration about temperature and states of matter with liquid nitrogen, or a program about geology with some of our mineral specimens. Maybe it's a distance learning program where we can connect lifetime with a school anywhere. Literally anywhere.
Really?
If you're somewhere in the world, we can go ahead and book with you, and our educators can connect lifetime with a class that's anywhere. We have outreach programs that will go to schools all around this tri-state area where we put equipment into our vehicles and go to the school. And then we also have the events that are fundraisers. Those are more for the adults. Some of our adult ones, we have our big themed one called Mixology every November. That's our main fundraiser. It's a 21 and over event, and that's about the science of cocktails and food. What's exciting is we're going to be reintroducing one this February. And it's, I believe, on February 10. Go to our website to double check. It's a murder mystery. Again, it's adults only, 21 plus.
That's awesome. And people can walk around, enjoy a drink, but also kind of solve a mystery that you have throughout the facility.
We're going to have activity stations set up everywhere, actors that are going to be portraying the different characters, and the visitors, the adults that come in to get a ticket, will be able to perform experiments at the activity stations, analyze the clues, use forensic science, interview the suspects, and try to figure out who done it.
Right, and I think those events are so cool because not only does it give an opportunity for people to participate and enjoy the night, but they can also tour and see what the Science Central has to offer to everyone. So that's so great for adults. Okay, so we have to look out for that. Next, I would love to walk around and just kind of see some of the main attractions. So will you give me a tour?
I sure will. I'll show you some of my favorites and some of the favorites of the visitors.
All right, let's do it.
Have an idea for the show? Want to find out how you can be a guest? Contact us at livinglocal15@wayne.com.
Welcome back. We are here at Science Central, located in downtown Fort Wayne, and I am here with Martin Fisher, who is the executive director, and we are going to go on a tour.
Fantastic. My favorite place right here.
Yes. Okay, so what are we starting with?
Yeah, why don't we start with this exhibit? This is our very famous hot air balloon. It's one of our original exhibits from when Science Central opened in 1995. Now, it's not the same balloon. We replace it about once a year, but it's a great exhibit to talk about heat, buoyancy, and density. It fills with hot air, goes up, cools down, and comes back down again.
All right, awesome. And by just pressing this button.
Yeah, now it takes a little while. If you look at the reading down at the bottom, you'll eventually hear the motor go on. You'll see that number start to go up, and that's because the heater will have engaged. Oh, did you hear it?
Yes.
I just heard it
like
turn
a
on.
Furnace.
And look at that. The numbers are already increasing. It's going to go up over 100 degrees from where it started. And as you take a look at the balloon, you'll see it is slowly filling. Hot air is going inside. Warm air is more buoyant than cooler air. It's less dense than cooler air. So the balloon expands, and eventually it will start to rise. It'll go all the way up to the ceiling.
Really?
Once it's up there, the hot air will come out from the bottom. The balloon will start to get cooler. As it gets cooler, it becomes less buoyant, and it will settle back down again. And we can just keep doing that over and over and over until we close today.
Right. Awesome. Let's keep going.
Sure. So the next area we're going to go to is one of our natural science areas. This is about as low tech as it gets compared to the other parts of Science Central. We have fossils, pine cones, shells, and lots of live animals. We have insects such as our very popular Madagascar hissing cockroach colony. These animals are just one type of insect, one type of cockroach, and they're called Madagascar hissing cockroaches because naturally they're found in Madagascar, an island off the coast of Africa. Hissing because they have holes called spiracles along their bodies. And if it thinks I'm a predator that's going to come along and chomp on it, it'll squeeze its body together, force out air, and it makes a hissing sound.
Oh, fascinating.
Surrounding us right now, we have a variety of different reptiles, some lizards. Right behind us, we've got our very popular iguana. I'm not sure where he is right now.
This is a big cage. I feel like a big snake would live here. But you say it's an iguana.
Oh, he's in here somewhere. Oh, there he is, right behind the plants.
Oh, that is huge.
Yeah, take a look down there.
Look at that, baby. That
Iguanas
is
are fantastic representatives for us to be able to teach about reptiles, everything from their ecology and their behaviors. We'll go around the corner this way, and I'll show to you our early learners area, which is called Kids Central. This is an area specifically designed for kids ages 7 and younger. So it's a great place for parents to come, caregivers to bring their students, teachers who have maybe young ones in their class. Very popular area, and we're constantly changing out the exhibits there, just as we do in the rest of the center.
The rest of it, love it. All right. All right, where are we at now?
This is our very popular and brand new gears exhibit. We just installed it this summer. It's a series of magnets, a series of different shaped and sized gears, and the visitors can put them together any way they wish. I probably have some more in the box right beside me. You can slide them anywhere you want, and I have seen some of the most elaborate designs here. Sometimes they work like that, and sometimes they lock up. So visitors get to learn about how to arrange gears so that they're successful getting motion from point A to point B.
Balance, yeah. So I find this station to be really cool. The generation station, because really you have unique appliances and old items that this shows the technique of using your own personal strength to kind of rev up the electricity.
It does. The visitor becomes the generator by cranking down on that handle and by moving these items from one slot to another. They can make different components light up. What's funny is a lot of these items, young kids, they don't know what they are.
Right.
For example, what's that? And that's okay. It gives the parents an opportunity to say, yeah, when I was a
Back
kid,
in our day.
that's how we were listening to the Cubbies.
That is great. Too cool. Okay, I have to do the power drill.
Okay.
Just have to do it.
Good luck. Faster, faster. There we go, there we go. This is a great exhibit for visitors, young visitors, to burn off some energy.
And to test your strength.
And your patience.
Right.
Since we are in an original coal-burning power plant from 1929 to 1975, we still have some of the original equipment that was here when this was the building producing electricity for the city of Fort Wayne.
That's really cool. Really cool. Okay, so now we're kind of moving into a different area that has unique little stations.
Space-related ones.
Yes.
Yeah. If you take a look through that window, that door, you'll be able to see our very successful, very popular Science on a Sphere exhibit. It's a 6-foot hollow sphere. It weighs roughly 50 pounds. It's suspended by 3 wires that are in the ceiling. And because of the lighting that we have in this room, it looks like it's floating. It's not. This isn't magic. This isn't 3D. Floating? This is just science and technology. What's going on is we have 4 movies. If you take a look at the wall, there are 2 projectors on this wall, 2 projectors behind us. Those projectors overlap, and the image will change in a moment.
But the ball is 3D?
It is not moving. What you're looking at are 4 separate movies.
Okay.
And because the movies are synced, through a very elaborate computer system. It looks like the sphere is moving, but what you're really looking at are just 4 movies in unison.
Okay, so we walked into this little cave room.
Yeah, pretty wild, huh? This is a digital giant kaleidoscope. I mean, everyone's familiar with kaleidoscopes. You take the tube, you look through it, you move it, and those little beads and pieces of mirror move around. Well, this is a digital system, so all of these pieces of plastic, visitors can arrange them in any pattern they want. Somebody was having fun making a checkerboard pattern. We have more of the pieces over here. Plop them down, and camera system will image where those pieces are.
Okay.
Send that imagery to a computer system. The computer system then projects onto the screen, and you can see it is just a screen projection.
Right.
So we're getting this wild digital projection of a kaleidoscope pattern.
Oh.
Pretty wild, huh?
Yes.
Technology
awesome.
at its finest. One of the things that I like about this exhibit is it shows that merge between science, technology, and art.
Art.
Pretty cool.
Okay, so we're in front of another dark room. So what happens here?
All right, so a moment ago we saw that science, technology, art connection for an exhibit. Same thing in here. Check this out. Once I walk in, a camera system is going to pick up my image, convert it into a pattern. There are about 20 different patterns that it's going to cycle through, and you can see it's on delay. By the way, it works better if you use sound effects. Very good. Well done. Well done. All right, so here's what's going on. Down in the front, you'll see those weird-looking red lights. It's an infrared camera that is measuring where you are and the outline of your body, the silhouette of your body against this wall, which is a reflective surface. Your outline reflects back to the camera, to a computer system, to a projector system that's up above us right now, projects the images onto the screen, and we see that pattern of motion and delay. All right, let's do the sound effects again. Fantastic. I love it. I love it.
All right, look at this fabulous dinosaur
So
fossil.
close, so close.
Yeah?
It's actually much younger than the dinosaurs. This
Okay.
is known as a mastodon, since we're in mastodon country these days. This is a cast, one of 2 that was made, of the largest, most complete mastodon found in the state of Indiana. And it was found just north of Fort Wayne. It's known as the bushing mastodon. It's also fascinating, one of the most researched mastodons of all the mastodons that have been found in the United States.
This is a real size?
Real size,
comparison? Wow.
actual size of a full-grown bull male mastodon. The actual specimen is down in Indianapolis. The other cast is in the collection of the University of Michigan, who's analyzing it. And we had this professionally made, mounted, articulated onto that steel frame that you can see on the inside, so people can get a really good view of the size. But of course, in Science Central style, we've added a few extra things. So for example, kids or very brave adults can climb through the tunnel there, pop up into this viewing area to look right up into the rib cage.
Okay.
And of course, we've added interactives to explain what is a mastodon? What other animals were alive 10, 12,000 years ago during the last ice age? What is the size of me compared to a mastodon? So here's a cast of a foot. Wow, it's big. Okay, I get it. So using interactives, a science center can make the bones come alive and tell a story.
Now, Martin, I know there's so many things here at Science Central.
We've seen a fraction.
I know, we can't get to all of it, but let's close it out with something fun.
Sure. I'll be honest, this is as low tech as it gets, but it's one of my favorite exhibits. It's an echo tube. All right, so right now we're in this huge open space, and if I clap my hands, we can hear an echo. It's kind of muffled, kind of dead, kind of boring. But if I clap inside of this echo tube, here's what happens. That sound goes all the way up the tube, about 3-4 stories up to the corner of the building, reflects off the wall, and comes back down to us. Now, even though this sounds like one sound, it's actually a mix of high-pitched sounds with short wavelength that move really fast, and deeper pitched sounds with a larger wavelength that moves slower. So when I clap my hands into this tube, the single sound goes up, reflects, comes down, but it spreads out the high-pitched sounds from the low-pitched sounds, and what it'll sound like is meow, meow. I love this exhibit, one of my favorites.
Now, can you holler in it?
You can, certainly.
Woo! We're here at Science Central.
Whoa, you can even sing. I'm impressed.
I love it. Well, thank you so much,
My pleasure.
Martin. We appreciate it.
My pleasure.
And if you would like more information about Science Central, we'll have their website listed below. Come on out and have fun on your own. We'll be right back.
Follow us on social media at Living Local 15.
Thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed the show. And remember, you can always rewatch segments and full episodes of Living Local 15 by going to WANE.com, downloading the WANE app, and checking us out on YouTube. And I'll leave you with this. While you're out, give a little smile, give a little wave, share a little light and love today. And I hope you have an amazing rest of your week. And I'll see you here tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Living Local 15, proudly driven by the Kelly Automotive Group.